Hey guys, Gunpowder Handshake back again. Today we're going to do a review on the Hipoint. Now this is in the 45 caliber. They come in the 9mm, the 45, and the 380 that I've seen. Magazine is an 8-round magazine with it. Like I said, the gun usually runs between $150 and $160. It is an entry level 45. Well, one thing about this firearm that I will go ahead and show you is that it is a little front heavy. When you pick the firearm up, a lot of the weight, as you can see, the slide on it's very heavy, very thick. Therefore, when you grab it, it actually does tilt a lot more down towards the front. Now, as far as durability and firing, a lot of people have said, that they misfire, they don't fire right, they jam, this, that, and the other. Main thing, keep the gun clean. You shouldn't have any jams or fails. This gun I actually just cleaned. It belongs to a buddy of mine. A little shout out to Haas there. And he's fired the gun quite a bit. You can tell by a little tarnish on the magazine. It wasn't, it always wasn't cleaned right after use. But the gun doesn't misfire. It's still, you put the magazine in, pull the trigger, the gun fires. Therefore, as far as a faulty gun, defective, cheap, piece of crap, POS, this, that, and the other, I don't believe that. I believe, a gun functions very basically. You load it, you pull the trigger, it fires. Now, granted, yes, I know there are some hiccups, and you have misfires, failure to feeds, this, that, and the other. A lot of the failure to feeds I've experienced out of all the firearms that I've owned all result from one thing. It's a magazine. Very rarely have I ever had a very decent gun, should I say, and a decent magazine, and the magazine feed fine and the gun jam. It very rarely ever happens. Now, I do have some 22s like the Phoenix Arms. It's a 22. Every now and then you do get it. It will dead shell. You pull it out, throw another shell in, you're good to go. This one being a 45, it does strike, it's center fire, therefore these shells don't go off. I mean, I've seen torture tests on the ammo from heat, falls, drops, hits, this, that, and the other. These things really don't go off unless you've got enough force to hit them right in the dead center. So as far as the ammo goes, I mean, it's 45, it works in various guns, all across America and other countries. It's 45 shell, it's been around for a long time. As far as the Hipoint goes, it's not quite as old a gun as some of the other ones. It has been around for a little while. It's more of a cheaper end starter gun. If you've only got 160, 170 and you're looking for a 45 caliber, this is about the only gun that you can purchase in that price range. Now 22s and 9mm, you can usually get them from 140 to 250 bucks in various different models. The Hipoint is one of the lower end guns. The 9mm I think run about $110, $120. But like I said, this is the 45. Excellent firing gun. It hasn't had really any problems or anything like that. The accuracy, depending of course on the shooter. I've had people say it's not as accurate as other guns, but then again, when you buy a gun for 170 bucks and you compare it to a $700 gun, huge difference. Then I hear people compare this to the Glock. Once again, a $500 gun versus a $160 gun. So when you compare apples and oranges, they're always going to turn out different. But if you compared this to any other gun close in the price range, close in the caliber, like a 9mm version of this and a 9mm version of several other guns, Car Arms, Taurus has got some that's pretty cheap. I think it's an excellent performing gun. Like I said, the main issue to me is the weight. It is really a heavy gun. But if you're looking for a self-defense weapon only, I don't think you can go wrong with the gun. Like I said, the 45 version, no hiccups, no misfires, anything really like that. And if you only don't shoot it for home defense, probably don't put that many rounds for it, maybe 200 or 300. It'll be a great gun for 110 bucks. You got a great home defense weapon. Now, if you're an avid shooter, you shoot a lot and you're looking for something better, then by all means you need to step up to the $400 or $500 price range. But until then, if you're just looking for a starter pistol, it's a great gun to learn on. You pay 110 bucks, you use it for a year, you sell it for 80 bucks, you're out $30 and you got plenty of experience on a firearm. So my recommendation, if you do decide to pick up a gun, price-wise, this one is good. It does come with the rail already built onto it. Some of the attachments do fit on the rail. I've heard some people say some of the attachments don't fit on the rail. So, check YouTube, check Google, check all kinds of different places to find out what does fit and what doesn't fit. There's modifications you can do to these as well. I actually did on a buddy of mine's, not this one, another one. This matted finish here. We shaved all this down all the way through the backside, just a nice chrome lip right here. Took, I think it was 800 grit sandpaper, 20 minutes on it, then switched over to 1400 and 2000 grit just to mirror it up. and then finished it all up with some others, mag and aluminum polish. And I mean, it's a really nice, just really silver chrome line right through here. It looks really good on the gun. So there's several options, guys. If I learn of any modifications, any grips, I've talked to a couple buddies of mine. I'm going to see if I can get a couple different sets of grips made and mocked up for these guns. If you guys like it, it might be something that I'm able to offer. I might do some with the Gunpowder Handshake logo in them, you know, just kind of a custom thing. Let me know what you think about it. If you guys have any high points, you got any questions on them, any accessories you're looking for, any modifications, just leave me an email there. Go ahead and subscribe. Appreciate it. Gunpowder Handshake signing off.